Hey friends, welcome to art. Today we are going to be making snowflakes that will be hanging up in the gym for your music program. I'm going to show you how we're going to fold our paper and make a few cuts to create our snowflakes. You will be able to make as many snowflakes that you have time for in class today. To start, we're going to start with regular computer paper or free draw paper, and I need to make a square. That way my snowflake will be symmetric, the same on all sides. So I'm just going to fold this top corner. My paper is landscape, that's the long ways. I'm going to fold this top corner piece, and I want it to match the edge of the bottom. That's going to give me a very large triangle. Making sure the edges line up and the point is correct. I'm going to make a crease with my finger. And now to make this square, I'm just going to trim off this extra rectangle that I have. So I'm going to follow right along the edge of that paper I folded. And now I've got a perfect square. But I'm going to keep it folded, and I'm going to turn it so that the longest side of the triangle is towards my belly button and the point is facing out. Then I'm going to fold one bottom corner along the bottom, and I want it to reach the other corner on the other side. So I'm going to match those up, hold it with my finger, and crease with my other hand. Now I'm going to do the same thing again. In order to do it correctly, I'm going to spin it so the longest part of the triangle is towards my belly button and the point is facing out. And I'm going to fold from one bottom corner along the edge and match it with the opposite bottom corner. Now, after that fold, I'm going to open it back in half, and you're going to notice there's a crease right down the middle, starting at your point and going to the bottom of your triangle. This time we're going to make two folds, and they're going to go alongside of this crease. So I'm going to fold this edge to match this side. So I'm just going to fold it this way, holding it with my finger so it follows that line, and make my crease. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to fold this edge towards the middle to make a straight line across that crease. And now I've got this diamond. I'm going to flip it over so that I can see this straight edge because I'm actually going to cut that piece off. These little triangles are extra and I do not need them. Okay, now I'm ready to make my cuts for my snowflake. You can make cuts along the top that you just cut in a straight line, or you can make cuts along the sides, or even at the point. I like to draw them out first just to get an idea. And I'm going to start with a triangle on the top. That just makes you so it has points once it's open. And I'm going to start with triangles on the sides as well. Any shape you want to do, I just know a few tricks because I've done it so many times and I've seen the designs. But triangles, squares, if you wanted to make it a circle, you could make circles. Okay, and once I've drawn my little shapes, the shapes must start on the edge and finish on the same edge. I'm just going to cut those out. Drawing helps me make sure I'm going to cut it correctly, and I don't try to cut spaces that don't need to be cut. So I'm just going to cut very carefully on the designs that I drew, making sure not to cut all the way through the other side of my snowflake. You want to stay on the same edge as you started on, or else you'll have big giant pieces cut out of your snowflake. And sometimes it won't even look like a snowflake anymore. Alright, I'm going to do the top really quickly. I think I want to cut a hole out of the middle, so I'll show you what that looks like as well. So I'll just trim the corner of it, the point, and that's going to give me a nice hole. Okay, now I'm ready to open it. Be very careful when you're opening it. The paper is thin and it gets stuck together and it will tear. Alright, So now you can see that this was the top piece that I cut out, that top triangle, so you can kind of see what that's going to look like if you cut a shape out of the top. And then these are my other triangles. The way I drew my triangle, when it's flipped on the other side, it just gives you that arrow effect. And that's from me cutting out of the middle. So I want you guys to experiment today. I want you to practice folding those snowflakes correctly and then practice making cool design cutouts and see what kind of things that you get. I hope you guys have fun. See you later.